Hi class, I wanted to send you a quick message because I'm going to be out of the office on November 1st. And before I sign off, I want to make sure that I answer all of your questions. One of your classmates sent me a really good, sent me an email with a good question, and I wanted to share my response with all of you. They were asking about what should you be doing at this point in the semester. So at this point in the semester, you should have already started reading your novel. You have two choices. You can either read Zula by Toni Morrison or Dreaming in Cuban by Cristina Garcia. This information is on your class syllabus. Remember, you can access the class syllabus on the left column of your Canvas shell under syllabus, and it'll take you to the hyperlink. So essentially, you can pick one of the two. If you're an English major, I will encourage you to read both novels. I think it'll give you a more enriching experience. And the novels aren't that long, they're actually pretty short. The final paper for this class isn't due until December 9th, and along with you logging on to office hours, and I can give you feedback there, there's also an opportunity for you to log on and upload your introduction and thesis statement. That is due on November 29. If you turn in your introduction and thesis statement on time, you'll get feedback from me within 24 hours. So just as long as you turn in your intro and thesis statement by November 29th at 11:59, you'll have guaranteed feedback within 24 hours. Just a couple of other tips. Both books actually are examples of the oppositional gaze, right? These are authors, both women, both people of color. One of them has a long history of in the immigrant experience. She talks a lot about that in Dreaming in Cuban. And in Zula and Toni Morrison, there's a lot of political commentary, a lot of commentary around the inequality, the socio and economic inequalities, racism in America. So whatever analysis you're doing of the text, you are already engaging in examples of post-colonial theory, or psychoanalytic theory, feminist theory, new historicism. Because your analysis, you are engaging in seeing things from a different perspective, from a perspective that's not normally the dominant perspective. A couple of tips is make sure that you spend some time on week 10. You have an essay titled The Oppositional Gaze. This is something that was written by Bell Hooks. I would really spend time reading that because I think it'll give you a lot of material to write about. And remember, you can use any of the readings that we've used in class as secondary sources for your analysis. So before I sign off, I want to go over the final research paper for this class. So how do you find that? You go on all the way down to week 15 on December 9th. This final paper is due. So remember that the paper needs to meet the minimum requirements. That's 6 to 8 pages. Remember that you have to follow MLA format. I've given you lecture videos on introductions. I've given you lecture videos on thesis statements, topic sentences, and paragraph format. Just make sure you're following all of those basic writing components. So this is the question. Throughout the semester, we've learned a variety of literary theories and techniques that authors employ to communicate their worldview. In a 6 to 8 page research paper, how do the authors and/or characters of Dreaming in Cuban and Zula challenge the gaze? Now, I gave you some tips on different ways that you can write this paper. You can focus on the theoretical value that the author communicates in their book. You can focus on the importance of the matrilineal storytelling. You can focus on the commentary that some of these characters make on politics, spirituality, and socioeconomic inequalities. There are so many angles that you can come at with this assignment. I would just say pick the angle that is most interesting to you, the one that you want to explore more. If you at any point hit writer's block, or you think you have an idea but you want to kind of tease it out a little bit more, just come to office hours and we can kind of go back and forth, and maybe even I can help you outline your paper. So I have spoken to some of you over office hours. Thanks for participating in that. I always like to hear how people are receiving the class and if you're enjoying it and how can I make the class better. And I think that's pretty much it. So just a reminder, I'm going to be out of the office on November 1st. So if you do email me, it's going to take me about 24 to 48 hours to get back to you. Okay, well, I hope that you have enjoyed your weekend and happy Halloween. And hopefully I will hear from you soon.